we come from the perspective of trying to empower people with disabilities and to help those individuals live a dignified life with dignity, purpose, value. And so, in those self-advocacy trainings, we really focus on trying to empower individuals with disabilities to be confident that they can speak up and raise their voice and to address issues that have direct or indirect impacts on their own individual lives or as a collective group. So again, trying to break down barriers that people with disabilities have sometimes have internalized throughout their history of being marginalized as a group, not necessarily being heard all the time, to try to increase their confidence and abilities to more accurately and more successfully, provide that input to legislators, other policymakers, the systems, the service systems themselves. Again, to try to strengthen their voice and representation within the discussions around matters that will affect them. Well, it kind of depends on what they want to do and how far they want to take it. Certainly, they can call our office, and I've done trainings on, how the legislature works, how a bill becomes a law, incorporating ideas about why it's important to, have your voice being heard, why is it important to contact your legislator and to develop that relationship with them, and to educate them and make them aware of issues that they may not be aware of around disability issues. If they wanted to kind of strike out on their own, the first step, I think, is to start that relationship with your senator or your legislator or the policymaker. Educate yourself around the issues, and not focus so primarily on the hard data and working on, well, I've got to research this and I've got to spend countless number of hours on the internet getting all this data and all this research, which is fine. I'm not saying you shouldn't do that, or data or numbers are not important. But what I think what's really missing in the discussion is the voice and the narratives and the stories of people with disabilities who live and they have that experience on a day-to-day, month-to-month, year-to-year basis, who live that experience. So, I think simply, the first step is to start developing your story and get your point, sort of figure out what you want to say and what is your point. And if there is an ask, what is it going to be, and how does that ask address the underlying or overarching issue that the individual is concerned with. And then from there, I think it's really another step to testifying at a legislative hearing. Hundreds of bills get introduced in the legislature every session, and one of the things that we strive to do in our advocacy efforts and our trainings and the self-advocacy work that we do is to, let people know how important it is to develop those relationships and to go talk to those senators, and that it's not scary. Just because the person has the title senator in front of their name does not mean that you can't talk to them, or that you can't, or that they're unapproachable.